Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Allison Fergit. Fire and rescue crews responded to reports of a garage explosion in the town of Albion Saturday morning. According to our Madison affiliate, Lakeside Fire Rescue responded to the scene after a neighbor reported hearing an explosion. That neighbor alerted the residents and helped them evacuate the house. First responders brought the fire under control within about 15 minutes of their arrival. The fire was contained to a single-car garage, which was deemed a total loss. The house was not affected and no injuries were reported. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
Even with all that cloud coverage out there, I thought it was a pretty nice day to end the weekend out. Felt a little bit warmer than we've been the past few days, getting into the mid-60s, not 60s, mid-40s out there. I'm just saying what I want. I wish it was in the mid-60s out there because we do have a pretty big cool down coming up. So I hope you're able to get out and enjoy these temperatures today. Got up to 40 degrees in Eau Claire, 45 in La Crosse. Very pleasant day overall. Now as we go into the evening and the rest of the night, we're really not going to see an overall huge change in these temperatures. We're really going to have warm overnight conditions staying in the low 40s throughout much of the nighttime and even going into the early hours of Monday when you're waking up in the morning, still holding on to those low 40s and the upper 30s. However, if you look off to the west in Minnesota, there is some cold air coming. It is going to burst into the area, giving us a pretty drastic cool down as we get later into Monday. We could have a wet morning commute as well. That could make for some more slick conditions, followed by those cooler temperatures going throughout Thanksgiving, and then a much cooler weekend will be on the way coming up after the holidays. So I'll have a pretty full forecast coming up, but I'll break it all down a little bit.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Wisconsinites are paying less of their income in taxes than ever before. This is according to a report from the Wisconsin Policy Forum. In 2022, the most recent U.S. Census record shows Wisconsin paid 9.9% of their income toward taxes, lower than the national average of 11.1%. That ranks Wisconsin 35th in the country for size of tax burden. 25 years ago, Wisconsin ranked third. It's a consequence of increased income, caps on property taxes, and statewide income tax cuts. La Crosse and Monroe County courts are taking part in a new initiative to increase procedural fairness. The Fairness Challenge pilot project is a national program aiming to improve the court experience for litigants. And Monroe and La Crosse are two of only 4 court systems nationwide chosen for the initial pilot period. Local judges say the last few years have posed challenges to the judicial system, which has led to litigants feeling distrust toward the courts. But they say their participation in this innovative program can help build up that trust.
So this is a way to show that we take those concerns seriously. We want them to feel heard. We want individuals in the courtroom to feel respected.
I'll have more details on the Fairness Challenge program and what practices the judges will be implementing to improve their courtrooms. My full report airs tomorrow during our 6 p.m. show. Deer season started yesterday and hunters are hoping for a better chance this year than last year. According to WPR, hunters killed around 175,000 deer statewide last year. That's down about 17% from 2022. In northern Wisconsin, the season was even worse, with a 30% decrease in deer harvested. License sales for all deer hunting seasons were down about 1.6% last year from the prior year. The state is on track to have roughly 550,000 deer hunters out this season. A La Crosse-based Life Saving Foundation is holding their final fundraising event today. Joe is Just Joe has helped provide funding to suicide prevention programs across the city since 2008, when Dave Clements lost his son to suicide. They've held the event at Schmitty's Bar and Grill during a Packers game every year since, with raffles and silent auctions to help raise money. He says his favorite part of hosting the event over the years has been the love and support from people that attend the event.
Every one of these people I have a relationship with in one way or another. Many of them have donated auction items. All of them will make a donation of some kind to our foundation. We've raised over $500,000 and couldn't have done it without all the people like this.
While the foundation will no longer continue to host the gatherings, they will continue to send out their yearly newsletter. Coming up on News 8, President-elect Trump has announced his picks for all of his cabinet secretaries. Polling reveals about how Americans feel about the presidential transition. Next.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford trucks, including F-150, part of the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years, Ford F-Series. Get holiday ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford trucks. That's how you get holiday ready. Get up to $88.45 in total savings or lease F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes. Ah!
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Why do we do it? For these moments. To be grateful and focus on what we have. To reflect on what truly matters. In the blur of life, we often take our blessings for granted. So today and every day, choose gratitude. Have a blessed Thanksgiving from all of us at Scheels.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
President-elect Donald Trump has finished announcing his cabinet secretary picks ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. As CBS's Christian Benavides reports from West Palm Beach, Florida, new CBS polling shows how Americans are feeling about the transition so far.
From his Mar-a-Lago state in Florida, President-elect Donald Trump and his team have kept up a steady drumbeat of staffing announcements, including all of his cabinet secretaries, some of whom may have a difficult path to confirmation, including his defense secretary pick, former Fox News host Pete Hegseth.
It's frankly an insult and really troubling that Mr. Trump would nominate someone who has admitted that he's paid off a victim who has claimed rape allegations against him.
But on Sunday, Trump allies doubled down on their support of Hegseth, who faced allegations of sexual assault, which he has denied. Authorities investigated and did not file charges.
All these are, as you said, are allegations. It's amazing how this comes out. Pete is a very talented individual.
A decorated veteran, Hegseth's also said this about women in combat.
I'm straight up just saying we should not have women in combat roles.
Pete has his opinions. You have your opinion, I have my opinion, but who ultimately makes that decision is President Trump.
New CBS polling shows a majority of Americans, 59%, support Trump's handling of the transition, and 55% are either happy or satisfied with his victory.
President Trump has a mandate to execute these policies that he has outlined.
On Saturday, Trump announced former domestic policy advisor Brooke Rollins as his pick for Agriculture Secretary. Scott Bessent is his choice for Treasury. If confirmed, he would be responsible for Mr. Trump's proposed policies on taxes and tariffs.
I have nothing to do with Project 2025.
And Project 2025 co-author Ross Vogt plans to reprise his role as White House budget director, despite Trump's disavowal of the conservative policy blueprint. Christian Benavides, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
CBS polling also found that despite Trump's push for recess appointments, which would allow for temporary appointments while the Senate is not in session, most Americans, 76%, say the Senate should hold confirmation hearings. Coming up, how experts say you can protect you and your family from getting sick during the holidays.
And as we start the new work week off, we could see some slick road conditions going into your Monday commute with some breezier winds going into the afternoon as well. Have your full forecast coming up right after the break.
BP
the Black Friday crowd and come to Home Furniture's pre-holiday sale. Everything is on sale. Plus, get an extra 15% off floor models and clearance and pay no interest for 3 years. Don't wait. Hurry in for the best selection during the pre-holiday sale at Home Furniture.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Get up to $88.45 in total savings or lease F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Be part of News 8 Now's Joy of Sharing, Friday, December 6th at the Village in Onalaska Festival Foods.
The community needs your donations of toys, food, and cash for our local Toys for Tots, the Hunger Task Force, and Salvation Army.
Please bring sealed, non-perishable food items, new or unused toys, or make a cash donation. All donations stay right here in our community.
You are what makes this event great. And we'll see you Friday, December 6th for the Joy of Sharing.
Get an 11% rebate on your bathroom remodel now at Menards. Create your dream bathroom with Sterling tubs and showers. They'll fit your style and budget and are easy to clean. Get this ensemble shower for only $669.99 after rebate. Check out our great selection of over 100 Magic Woods vanities. These high-quality vanities add a unique style and functional storage. This Haverhill vanity is $328.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers is $21 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Rest well this Black Friday knowing you got a quality mattress during the pre-holiday mattress sale at Home Sleep Express. Your choice of these queen mattresses from Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep, each just $9.99. Plus get no interest for 3 years. The pre-holiday mattress sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
It's a time to get together with family and friends. But as you prepare for Thanksgiving, experts say you should also protect yourself and your family from getting sick. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on what to do now to help prevent illnesses over Thanksgiving.
It's almost time for turkey, gatherings with family and friends, and unfortunately, greater risk of sharing germs.
The more people that you're around in a greater amount of time, which we tend to spend more time with people at the holidays, the more exposure you're going to have.
Dr. Jennifer Brule with American Academy of Family Physicians says the holidays happen at the peak of respiratory virus season. She says vaccination can help protect against flu and COVID-19. Both are recommended for everyone 6 months and older. There's also an RSV vaccine for adults 75 and older, or those between the ages of 60 and 74 at increased risk of severe RSV. The shot can also be given during pregnancy during weeks 32 and 36, and infants born during RSV season can receive monoclonal antibodies to protect against the virus.
The best time to get your vaccines this season, if you haven't done so already, is today.
During the holiday, Brule says it's important to keep hands clean, cover coughs and sneezes, consider masking if you're at high risk of getting severely sick, and if you are sick, stay home.
As much as you want to see those folks, you do not want to be the reason why they get something that might make them more sick than you are.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The CDC says right now RSV cases are elevated in the U.S. and continue to increase in some areas of the country, especially among young children. And with Thanksgiving just days away, that means a lot of us will be traveling soon. Let's send it over to Nicole for a look ahead to those travel conditions.
Yeah, some of us might be heading out a little bit early, but hopefully you'll have shorter commutes tomorrow morning because we could see some impacts on our road conditions, especially for folks north of I-90. So let's take it through the rest of this evening. There's a chance, very slight chance, to just see a few isolated sprinkles going into the evening. However, the majority of our precipitation chances are really holding off until the evening hours. As we go later into the night and to early Monday morning, we'll start to see a very broad and prominent band of snow. Thankfully, it's really staying off into northern Wisconsin, so a lot of those heavier snowfall amounts should be well out of our area. Now, Ladysmith could be picking up just over an inch of snowfall. However, that's really the only area that we're looking at notable accumulation. Everybody else will be seeing flurries. However, with that snowfall, the roads will be still above freezing, but we will have cooler air conditions out there, so it's not unlikely that some of those snowflakes could be freezing on contact with the roads, creating some slick spots out there. Definitely take that into account for your morning commute tomorrow, as we might have some slippery conditions, especially earlier off into the morning. However, as we go later into the morning, into the afternoon, we should remain clear. Now, really, those precipitation chances are mainly for the folks north of I-90. The rest of us should be in the clear, but definitely something to keep in mind as we go throughout the day. That system is also going to be shifting our winds. We're starting with easterly winds going into the night tonight, but as you can see, going into the rest of the day, those winds will be blowing out of the northwest, and that's going to cool us off very quickly. Starting in the morning, we're sitting in the low 40s and upper 30s, if you remember, and then as we go into the evening, much of the area will already be in the mid-20s. So we're going to be cooling off pretty quickly, and we'll cool off for the rest of the week. That's going to be a very common trend and something you're going to hear a lot of as we go into this holiday week. Here's those snow accumulation totals again, mainly into Rusk County. Otherwise, a lot of the heavier snow is staying to our north for tomorrow. It's also going to be a bit breezy out there. Thankfully, a lot of the stronger wind gusts are really holding off until the tail end or the end of those snow flakes. We will be seeing wind gusts around 30 miles an hour, though, especially going into the afternoon. So another thing to take into account for tomorrow, as it's definitely going to be starting our week off on a little bit of a busier note. After that, though, Tuesday will be a mostly quiet day, although it will be on the cooler end. Then our attention shifts to Wednesday. We could see some light flurries going through Wednesday if you're going out of town for Thanksgiving. Not really seeing a lot of accumulation up here as of now. A lot of the attention is really shifting to our south. If you're heading south for Thanksgiving, there is still some indication for some wetter conditions. Now, a lot of the snowfall has really shifted out of the equation for now, and some models are still showing that a lot of that rain could be off to the south. So this is just the worst case scenario. There's still a chance that a lot of the conditions to the south will remain dry, but something we're a lot more sure on is that it's going to be cold. This cold front comes through Friday morning, and it's going to cool us off very quickly going into the rest of the weekend. There is a chance for some snow going into the weekend for your drive home, although that's still quite a ways out and leaving a lot of question marks still. Here we are for those temperatures going through the rest of the week. Again, we're going to be cooling off for the first half of the week, but then once that cold front moves through, look at this cold air mass. It's going to stretch throughout almost the entirety of the country, giving everybody very cold conditions. We're talking high temperatures staying in the 20s for the latter half of the week going into the weekend. That low Sunday going into Monday morning, 8 degrees in La Crosse, so definitely on the chillier end. We'll have some breezier conditions to accompany that too, so wind chills are definitely going to get pretty cold. Making sure you're aware of that, especially if you're traveling, and taking any precautions, keeping those blankets in your car is definitely something we're going to be wanting to be aware of, and coming back here for any updates as well.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Coming up in sports, the latest on the Green Bay Packers game, plus the Minnesota Vikings going for win number 9 on the year up against the Bears. Kate has the highlights after the break.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota.
How's she do that? Get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a new 2024 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
Get up to 30% off your bathroom remodel with your home improvement company. We can complete your project in as little as a day. Our installers are trained and certified professionals, so your project will be done right the first time. Call now to get this amazing offer and enjoy zero money down, zero interest, and zero payments until 2026. For a limited time, schedule your in-home consultation today, and we'll cover the cost of plumbing for your new bathroom with a qualified purchase. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Advil liquid gels are faster and stronger than Tylenol rapid release gels. Also from Advil, Advil Targeted Relief, the only topical with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact and lasts up to 8 hours.
You'll love this. Centrum Silver is clinically proven to support memory in older adults. So you can keep saying, you mastered it. You fixed it. You nailed it. You did it. With Centrum Silver, clinically proven to support memory in older adults.
Ready for the best Black Friday prices guaranteed? You'll find them at Fleet Farm. Doors open Friday at 5 a.m. with a free plush penguin for the first 500. Then enjoy great deals like a Blackstone griddle with free cover and accessories for just $199.99. A Milwaukee Pack-Out Toolbox System with free organizer is only $229.97. Plus, take 30% off all in-store footwear. And if you can't wait, early Black Friday shopping starts Wednesday at 8 p.m. Online only. Only at Fleet Farm.
Toyotathon is on. Shake up the holidays with a new Toyota.
Get 3.99% APR for 72 months on a new 2024 Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
Week 12 of the NFL season, the Packers trying to notch their 8th win of the season. Now they're currently in action right now, hosting San Francisco 49ers. Matt LaFleur just 2-4 against Kyle Shanahan going into this game, but this one currently 24-10 in favor of Green Bay. Fourth quarter just getting underway. Packers have used a nice rushing attack to control the ball for much of the game. I'll have full highlights at 10. Over in Chicago, the Minnesota Vikings going for their 9th win of the season up against the Bears. Bears up 7-0 early on, but 1st and 5, and Sam Darnold is going to take a shot down the field. He's got a man, that's Jordan Addison, hauling it in down at the 1. Then on the very next play, Darnold, plenty of time in the pocket, goes right back to Addison, making the catch. Touchdown Vikings. We're tied at 7. Later in the quarter, Vikings threatening again on 2nd and goal. Darnold goes outside. He's got Jalen Naylor reaching across the goal line. Minnesota goes up 14-7. Second half, Vikings looking to go up 2 touchdowns. The handoff to Aaron Jones. He's up the middle and in. It's 24-10 Minnesota. But here comes Chicago. 7.5 to play, but the rookie Caleb Williams finds DJ Moore, picks up his blockers, and scores. Now 24-16. Then with just 30 seconds to play, Bears on the goal line. Williams dancing around the pocket, and he finds Keenan Allen all alone. 2-point conversion, good. Chicago down 3, but they need an onside kick, and these things never happen, right? Wrong. Bears recover, and they've got another chance. 20 seconds to play. Williams stepping up in the pocket, throws a rocket to the middle of the field. Moore is there for the catch. And Chicago is going to send this game to overtime. Wow. But in OT, the Vikings D gets a stop. Then Darnold, he's going to find TJ Hawkinson wide open up the middle of the field. They're into field goal range, and John Parker Romo is going to give the Vikings the win. 30-27, the final. Vikings now 9-2. 24 hours later, and the Badgers' loss still hasn't set in for me. Wisconsin's 10-game win streak against Nebraska was snapped yesterday as the Cornhuskers dominated, winning 44-25. The Badger defense looked completely different than they did a week ago against the top team in the country in Oregon. And now Wisconsin has 1 game left in the season, and their streak of 22 straight bowl games is on the line. It'll be on the line next week when they take on Minnesota.
I don't have any excuses. We didn't play well. We didn't play well, in the complementary football that we have to on the road in particular. And it snowballed. We played really, really poor, especially tackling wise in the second half. And we got to challenge ourselves. We're going to have to look real deep here in a short week and find out who's with us and who's willing to lay it all out on the line, for these seniors coming up next week.
Yesterday, the Viterbo V-Hawks clinched their spot back in Sioux Falls for the next part of the NAIA Volleyball Championships. They'll now move into pool play, where they'll have the 7th-ranked team in the country, Southern Oregon, and the Raiders will be out for some revenge as the V-Hawks ended their run last season in pool play, so Viterbo will have their hands full. We even had some afternoon NBA action. Timberwolves up against the Celtics, and the defending champs were cooking early on. Jalen Brown.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford SUVs, including
the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards past the defense, lays it in, and then a few minutes later, Edwards right through the Celtics D, up and under, puts Minnesota up 4, but the Celtics would pull away. Close one at the end, but Boston wins it 107-105. Badger basketball in action right now. All of highlights at 10. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford SUVs, including Escape, Bronco Sport, and Explorer. Get holiday ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford SUVs. That's how you get holiday ready. Now, lease a 2024 Ford Bronco Sport for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
No matter where I seat my guests, they seem to like the kitchen best. A kitchen's the heart of the home. It should be warm and welcoming. It should be attractive and functional. But it can be a real challenge unless you come here where you can meet with a designer, find all of the products that you need, and trust the project to our carpenters, plumbers, and electricians. For kitchens, bathrooms, and other home improvements, put your trust in the Board Store Home Improvements. Contact us today.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a sporty new Civic, spirited Accord, fun-to-drive HRV, and versatile CRV. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Well, your Monday morning commute could have some slick roads, so definitely pay attention to your forecast in the morning. Maybe leave a little bit early and just use extra caution. And then we have a very cold week ahead of us. I'm not looking forward to next weekend. Those wind chills are going to bite.
Now, if we look at those the word cold enough, maybe it'll look warm and
maybe it'll go
change
away.
A little bit,
Yeah.
or maybe it'll go away.
Wishful thinking, for sure.
I'm just trying to be positive.
Well, thank you for watching News 8. We'll see you tonight at 10.